Welcome back, champions of the realm, to this second round of the NA Paladins Summer Circuit Week 3. My name is Vox, and we have two stinking teams right and ready to get into the action for you. Of course, that is a positive adjective, a little bit of UK slang for you. Thought I should clarify that. But nevertheless, it is Ronin on the left-hand side. We will be seeing Grapple playing Eevee. Shindu is going to be on Cassie, Graham on Androxus, Madman on Grok, and nVision on Buck. On the right-hand side of things, it is Zenith Black. Pump will be on Bomb King, definitely want to look out for, has some phenomenal plays last week. Yayayuup on Cassie, kidfunny on Grok, SnakeySnake on Eevee, and Revie on Androxus. And I am not just by myself for this game, I am joined by the one, the only Hi-Rez pretty hair, young Grover. How you doing there, Nick?
I'm good. All right, I'm doing good, man. Ready to get inside the action here. Sorry for missing the first round, but I'm ready to take it. As we get into this first team fight, both teams electing to go for that little caverny high ground here. It's getting right into it, though. Very bunched up right now. Stunned out. He's going to be nVision. He's going to fall as the first blood there. And also, Madman is very poked out, so he's looking to get out of this fight. A nice block, though. kidfunny finding a kill. Big Papa Pump finding the next kill on to Madman here as she wormholes back out. Grapple's in a lot of danger now. Going to try to soar away, but hot on his trail is SnakeySnake. Bomb King is laying down the heat, trying to pick him up. Big Papa Pump picking up another kill onto Shindu here. Not pushing forward, giving a lot of zone control. A nice Grumpy Bomb is going to zone this team out from coming back for any take-back potential. The boys of Zenith Black are already upwards of 50 points.
And with this in mind, it's going to be difficult for Ronin to get back into the objective. And Ronin, they've been playing phenomenally through the past few weeks, so this seems a little bit unusual for them to be kind of wiped out so early into the fight. Oh, nVision as well, going to be stunned. Kill by the Grumpy Bomb there.
Grumpy,
Pump
baby.
on a real tear right now. Cassie dropping damage. kidfunny picking up a kill, and here we go. King Bolt ultimate coming through. Looking for Shindu, finds the damage, and all of a sudden, Zenith Black, they're looking so strong right now. As nVision, no, Graham is forced another step away, being chased down by SnakeySnake. One more shot should do it. There's the kill coming through. That's a team wipe, and that will be the first objective of this game to go into the side of Zenith Black.
Big Papa Pump there, now sitting at 4-0 on a 6 streak, so that means he was credited with 6 of, I guess there would have been the 10 eliminations possible there. Really good kill participation coming out of your Bomb King. Already has an ultimate off and already charging up the next one here as we move out. Nobody really, they're electing to put 2 people on the payload here as we move in, but it looks like SnakeySnake's going to be... Oh, a nice blink block. The wormhole actually gets him there as he comes back. nVision only sitting at about half health before Shindu takes out Snakey. Pump.
That's the kind of coordination that we're going to need to see from Ronin if they want to come back into this. Instead of nVision this time diving onto one target on the backside will reset that cooldown of Heroic Leap, picking up the second kill, looking for a third potentially. nVision doesn't realize that yayayuup is behind them, but they're going to look and turn their sights to them now. They're going to get run down by Madman there on the Grok. And so far, Ronin actually looking to make a pretty aggressive hold right now.
Yeah.
So in the previous point fight, we noticed that nVision dived in with Heroic Leap 1 versus 5, not once, but twice. And honestly, I think that's what kind of might have thrown that initial point for Ronin. That definitely needs to change there. Needs to better prioritize and pick the targets, especially not going in if you don't have a way back out again. That is so important as Buck, as we have seen throughout the past 3 weeks of the Paladins Summer Circuit tournament. But nVision, once again, now trying to dive for single targets right here, which is a much better course of action. Backside, Revie on Androxus is going to be poked out, and Ronin, once again, are holding strong.
Yeah, Ronin doing a really good job holding them way back. Just under a minute remaining now, and the boys of Zenith Black have yet to push the payload really even into this first choke. They have not even quite made it 50% now, rolling out a little bit, trying to get some forward zone control. But nVision, if he has anything to say about it, he will not let this happen. He's come heroic leaping in. I do not believe he got the cooldown reset there. So kidfunny's actually going to get bopped as he tries to push forward there, as the kills are starting to go the way of Zenith Black right now. Yayayuup looking to clean up nVision. I believe he misses heroic leap again there, so that's huge. Revie going to be credited with that kill. Now the payload is finally moving into this first choke. 30 seconds remain.
Oh, good grief. Look at Pump now being so aggressive with their positioning. Round on the backside, and also Eevee blinking in deep, looking for damage on the Grapple. Grapple in the ice block, will blink block away. Can't follow that up with the Eevee on the side of Zenith Black right now, but Graham around the backside drops some damage, drops yayayuup with the accursed Dom, now forced into reversal, very low on health, likely to fall here in just a second. SnakeySnake getting credit for that kill, but here comes the Tempest, kidfunny looking for the damage, and Bomb King with the King Bomb ultimate takes out Madman. That's huge right now, and nVision is left up to contest though, and the payload is now in overtime. There are 6 seconds on the clock right now, but there are 3 members to the 2, and now to the 1 as Pump on the backside, surely to fall in favor right now of Ronin.
Yeah, Pump did a really good job staying alive for the time being. Actually disengaged away, unfortunately, was SnakeySnake after blocking there. Yayayuup looking to go down shortly after this. Madman's going to pick up SnakeySnake and Grapple credited with yayayuup, and that looks like that is going to be all for the first round. But until Revie comes in, no, he's going to reset the overtime for now. But the trickle is too real. I don't believe that the boys are not going to be able to get any real footing here, and the defense is going to succeed here. 2 points to 1 now, led by the boys of Zenith Black.
So Ronin, we talked about how they've been pretty dominant in the past couple of weeks, up until the semi-finals where they faced either Eager or Match Point, and then with the top tier teams just being a world apart from any other competition right now, it's been difficult for them to get a footing. So now Zenith Black coming in, taking an early capture point. We talked a little bit about how nVision diving in 1v5, getting picked off immediately might have been a big part of that. But going into the next objective, if Zen want to keep on rolling this and winning through objectives if they can't get the payload conversions, is there a particular target which you think they'll need to lock down on the side of Ronin to be able to make that happen?
It looks like we have a really aggressive healing burn cards coming out. We got 3 kill to heals and a life rip here. So they're going kind of like the all-in play style. They're looking to snowball really hard, and it's just not working out as yayayuup is going to clean the first blood up in this next fight. Though, kidfunny likely to go down here. Pop picking up Madman, though, in the backside. kidfunny staying alive for so long. That's really big. The Blizzard's going to come out. Not getting a whole lot done, though, as Graham does find the return kill finally on to kidfunny here. But around the backside, Grapple's going to find yayayuup. Pump credited with another one. He's got Grapple pinned down here, but the accursed arm is going to save his teammate for now. Graham now credited with that kill. Really good stuff. Another huge team fight coming out, kind of off base from the point, though. Already 55 points in favor of Zenith Black.
And now Ronin have a bit of an uphill battle ahead against them. They've got to get onto the objective. They've got to stack that up, not just the 55 points, which Zenith Black were able to stack up whilst all that point fight was going on around the waterfall objective rather than the igloo where it is actually spawned. But then they have to not just hold this, but then hold again through the second wave of respawns coming through. And now as kidfunny takes out Graham, it's going to be very difficult for them to do so. Bulk of the imprisonment traps in 4, but here comes the King Bomb ultimate. They get the damage off. It picks up nobody right there. Graham's still the only one who's full, but Madman with the Tempest picks up one. Madman picks up a double kill, looking to keep things going for the side of Ronin right now. And while SnakeySnake blinks out, that's actually the capture point in favor of Ronin right now. And they take things back in their favor.
Yeah, doing a really good job zoning out a lot with that imprisonment. The King Bomb ultimate on top of him was not able to get a ton done as a result of that 50% damage reduction that Buck does receive inside of this. Now, the boys of Ronin are moving out forward, trying to get that zone control. nVision with a nice root and a kill onto kidfunny. Double blink block up onto the high ground from Grapple before he has to wormhole out. And SnakeySnake, the wormhole's into trouble himself. And he's just going to soar away. Grapple now soaring back up onto the high ground. Really good positioning coming out from Ronin here to push this one in.
I love that Grapple is up on the high ground right now. With those AoE projectiles that Evie is able to put out, she's able to act as the striker, the flanker, dishing out damage to the side of the team as they have their front and exposed towards, or front facing the payload, and their flanks left exposed. Under fire is Cassie on the side of Zenith Black right now, being poked down low. Evie forced to blink away, getting into the base, going to be able to heal up. Pump doing the same thing, looking to dish damage out onto Graham actually with some mid-air sticky bombs right now, and Graham is very low, going to be forced out of here if they're not careful. Here comes the Tempest though, but nVision shuts him down. kidfunny, no damage for you, whilst Pump takes out Graham on the backside. Shindu wipes out Revie, and now there's SnakeySnake trying to contest from the backside, but it doesn't matter, they're too far away. Where was SnakeySnake in that fight? Not on the payload as they needed to be, and that's a 5-2 lead now in favor of Ronin. They're taking this one back.
Yeah, Grapple on a 16 streak right now, doing a lot of work. They really spread out Zenith Black there in that last team fight, and I believe, you know, by the time they were able to communicate what was happening, it was just too late. Ronin really capitalized on their window there, able to find the 2-point conversion there. Now up in a really good spot, 5-2.
Let's take a quick look at the burn cards as we get into the next round. Oh, Grapple on a 16 streak right now. That's remarkable. Only 4 kills under their belts, but being a part of so many kills with 12 assists. That's a very impressive slash line right there. Playing support Eevee if I've ever seen one, and still picking up the kills once again. Ronin going for the kill to heals. There's 3 of those on their side right now, whereas there are only 2 cauterizers looking to shut that down on the side of Zenith Black. Now, in order to shut down that kill, in order to kill to heal to actually start snowballing you, you do have to get those kills, and by that time, cauterizers Cauterize might no longer be applied to the target, so the best thing to do is actually just focus on the damage right now for Zenith Black. Blink Block will take them out of the area, but here comes a Cursed Arm from somebody. The damage isn't dropping through. There's been no kills picked up so far. Either way, just a whole lot of poke damage, and now Madman getting poked out by kidfunny. Could be in a lot of trouble as Graham around the corner about to get shut down. Reversal keeps him safe for a second, but the Totemic Ward goes down. It's 3 groups up in a small area, and they're getting bombarded right now. Here comes the King Bomb King ultimate as well, and Grapple, the one to be under fire. Actually, the blink takes it out of danger, but it's already a little bit too late. The reverse blink comes through. There's a trap laid for him, but in slightly the wrong position. Grapple still forced out of this one, and Zenith Black take the point objective hold for now.
Yep, pretty incredibly convincing stuff coming out of Ronin Black. Both teams really just fighting tooth and nail back and forth here as they pass up 60 points here. The guys of Ronin are looking for some take-back potential here. All 4 members have responded. Looks like the Eevee is a little bit forced out for now. She will be late to joining this fight, but poked out so low is Shindu already. He rolls right into yayayuup. Gets picked off. Graham finding one, but the Tempest is coming out in response for Ronin. Not able to find any kills there, but the Accursed Arm is now coming out for Graham post double kill. Now I believe that's, what is that, a quadra kill? That might be a quadra kill. I'm not exactly sure here, but they are looking for the take back, and it's looking strong here. 91 points in favor of Zenith Black, but the Ronin boys are climbing their way back into this one.
I think with Graham getting the... Oh, Graham actually picking up a 5th kill on the backside of things. That's a delayed pentakill right there, having killed the entire team once over at this point. Still pushing out on the long line of sight to hold.
Damn.
Looking for pop now as well. Oh, Nether Step straight into the wall there, but can drop the damage in. yayayuup spots them out, but Nether Step should be available to get them out of danger for the time being. Reversal available just to keep that safety up. And oh my goodness, the damage onto Eevee is enormous. That's ridiculous. That reversal was huge. That's why you don't shoot reversal. And Shindu picking up Revie on the backside of things. Shindu with a double kill. Shindu with a triple kill going through here. This tear from the side of Ronin is ridiculous. Graham picks up pump. Shindu still staying alive with a sliver of health, and that was some phenomenal play from the side of Ronin. What was with the pentakill, then the triple kill on the backside of things, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, looking really strong. They're coming out of the payload swing, and they look like they were almost about to lose that one, but they came back in strong. Buck now diving in, landing the heroic leap onto 2. SnakeySnake is going to block immunity this one for now. Blinks out aggressively onto the enemy Grok, but he's just going to be forced to warm her out. Not before he's picked off by Graham's Accursed Arm. Looking for more damage onto the enemy, and Drox is Shindu picking up SnakeySnake in the backline. They're looking to do this again. They're looking to spread out Zenith Black here to find themselves a window, but it doesn't look like Zenith Black is having any of it as they all clumped in on the payload. Let's see if it's enough to close it out.
Oh, Pump actually able to pop the Tempest, drops down Madman in the Tempest ultimate, but here we go. Kidfunny wipes out as well. SnakeySnake left to contest. yayayuup is there as well, and nVision looking to push this one through, but Shindu is still around. It's currently a 2 versus 3 on the payload, but the payload is still making progress. nVision so low, using a little bit of that cover to escape. Going to be shut down here by the shots from SnakeySnake, hitting the wall next to him, and that's good. Zenith Black given a little bit of breathing room as they have the chance for the respawns to come through and they can heal. But there's a minute left on the payload push. The payload is very, very close to conversion right now. In order to break the base and go for a win right here and close things out, what does Ronin need to do in order to be able to push through that hold?
Ronin's going to need to focus their calling here and really get the picks going. They need to get focus picks here because they want to try and trickle the respawns. They don't, I mean, it always helps to go for a full team wipe, but, you know, with 38 seconds remaining here as nVision picks up the first kill, this is what they need. If they can just trickle the spawns in here, it won't allow Zenith Black to find a footing here. Rolling in now, Graham gets another pump. This is what they need. Shindu finds one on a kidfunny. Only SnakeySnake remains here as Androxus is going to be forced into the base here. Imprisonment's for. They need to find SnakeySnake. He's just whittling as well. He actually got out of combat, got some regen here, but like we just mentioned, the respawns are beginning to trickle, and they find the conversion as a result.
On the backside of an Accursed Arm, if I'm no expert, because I think I heard that I heard Graham using that right there at the end, just looking for the big AoE shots to zone out everybody from Zenith Black or kill those who dared contest, and that will be a victory in their favor. Let's check out the scoreboard as always and see which way it was leaning, and very lopsided in favor right now of Ronin as they come back from the early deficit, which went in favor of Zenith Black. You can notice that Revie and kidfunny just really not stacking up to the Grok and the Androxus on the opposing team of Ronin right now, with Madman and Graham both being over 1,300 credits, and Graham notably 15, 6, and 10 with 47,000 damage, the highest in the game, going off on a bit of a tear right there. So going into map 2 on Temple Ruins, is there anything in particular that you'd like to see Zen maybe change in their lineup, in their champion pick, to have a bit of a better go at this?
Well, I saw actually we didn't mention this, but I saw 4 CC breakers picked up in that last the burn card, excuse me, picked up in the last match.
Hmm.
2 on each team here, and that is good against the Bomb King, Grumpy Bomb. The blink blocks were actually really good. I'm assuming that's why they picked them up because the blink blocks were on point for both teams here. So I feel like
Uh-huh.
that was a good adjustment. But it's going to come down to kind of what comp adjustments they want to make, and maybe the Zenith Black wants to pick up a buck of their own. You know, it's not always told very well on the scoreboard how much impact this has on the game, but I believe the disruption and the attention that Buck commands in these fights really could bring some value to their roster.
Well, I'm going to point out one stat which we haven't looked at yet, and that is objective time. And this is where it really falls for me. Revie has the highest objective time on their team with 116 seconds as Androxus. kidfunny sitting at 74, the next highest on the team. Everybody else lower than that. So Revie, the Androxus player, who should be up in the skies, dishing out damage, being a target which cannot be taken down by all the projectile-based champions on the side of Ronin, is putting themselves in a very vulnerable position, trying to contest this point, trying to stack up capture rate, instead of the Grok sitting on there for longer. And I find that quite confusing. So definitely something to look at and maybe to work out there. Now, that may have been out of necessity, but really, if it's a necessity for you to put your Androxus on the objective, then something bigger is going wrong. Either way, we'll find out if they can correct that, and if Zenith Black can make this go all the way to the full 3 games in this best of 3 set after this break.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Game 2 of this set of your Paladins World Summer Circuit. I am joined by none other than Vox Tempest, and here today we have, Ronin versus Zenith Black. On the left side of your spectator UI, fighting out of the blue corner, will be Ronin. Grapple's going to be on Eevee, Shindu running it back on Cassie, Madman on Grok, nVision on Buck, and Graham rounding things out on Androxus. Fox, take us through our other team today.
So it will, of course, be Zenith Black, and no changes for them as well. They're running Pump still on Bomb King, and I love that. Pump's doing a great job so far. Keep that up. Revie and yayayuup still on Androxus and Cassie. kidfunny on Grok and SnakeySnake on Eevee. We're seeing nVision picking up a Kill to Heal card for their first burn card here, and I find that peculiar, as most Bucks often pick up something called a Question, which decreases the time taken to get on your mount, which works very well in combination with Tightrope, which gives you a boost of speed after getting on your mount so you can chase down enemies. All of a sudden, though, we're seeing a direct approach and a direct pressure coming out onto the side of Zen from all of Ronin, and Pump should be the first one to fall. Madman getting credit for that. And on the other side, Zenith Black going around the backside, taking the long route round, just completely taken aback, and all of a sudden the devastation is coming through as Shindu picks up Revie, nVision diving in deep to the backside. SnakeySnake isn't being seen, but is picked up before Madman falls. Madman does fall to kidfunny, but Zenith Black, they're just being taken apart right here. This is awful for them.
Yeah, Ronin really just ignored SnakeySnake for a long time there. nVision is actually not running Tightrope there, so that's probably why he didn't pick up Equestrian, as he is looking to just clean up kidfunny, buying his team a lot of time to get back here. The respawns have already started to come through. Pump is back, Revie is back here, and they are looking to pressure this one out. Graham is so low right now, but he is able to just barely get out of combat, start regenerating up. Grapple's forced to block as he was poked out there. Now, laying into the team from the high ground here is Grapple, as he is linked up with his Shindu here, trying to pressure out yayayuup now, the 2v1 going, but Papa Pump coming up over the wall there is going to force Shindu out for now. Graham looking to get out soon himself, and both nether steps forced out here. Totemic Ward on the high ground with a nice grumpy bomb. SnakeySnake getting in very deep, but he is going to be able to blink out of that one, but not before Graham picks him up. Shindu gets kidfunny. yayayuup finding the return kill on to Grapple here. Now a 2v3 in favor of Ronin.
All while the Madman still on the objective, and here it comes. Graham has the accursed arm, drops 2 immediately with it, and they'll get the capture. Ronin taking a 2-point lead right now versus Zenith Black, and looking for the payload conversion. So I love what happened right there on the last time. We see that onto the objective goes Revie, uses the reversal, and whilst Graham has a cursed arm, they just hold their shots, waiting patiently, knowing that they have the damage to wipe them out as soon as it's down, as they don't have nether step available, or Revie didn't have nether step available, and just utilizes that perfectly. Great trigger discipline right there, as I know in their position, I probably would have just fired straight at the ground, trying to take him out, and had all that damage slammed straight back in my face.
Yeah, huge fight going out on the high ground here in the back side, or the back door of the base, excuse me here. nVision just going to leap away, looking to link back up with the payload, and Eevee is going to be chased off as well here. They have pushed it over 60% of the way here, with over 1:40 remaining here, trying to get things rolling early and quickly. Madman, though, going to be picked up by yayayuup. SnakeySnake, Pump, and yayayuup are all pressuring nVision out now here. He is looking to just get out of the fight and heal up.
Well, you know what was rolling back then was pumping King Bomb right there, the Bomb King ultimate, which deals 2,500 damage to targets at close range and deals less as you get away from that big central explosion. However, it didn't manage to connect onto anybody, and Pump instead is forced to roll back with Poppy Bomb, getting all the way out. Grumpy Bomb goes out of zone but gets caught in a rock right now. So there's a bit of an easy path for Ronin to start pushing the payload through to conversion, but not if Eevee has anything to do with it. Blink in to support the team, looking to put the pressure onto Madman right now. Madman dropping very low, getting boxed out. Pump takes out Shindu, Shindu takes out kidfunny, and now Eevee actually in a lot of trouble. Grapple very low, but it hasn't been noticed by Revie, who has the Accursed Arm ultimate, instead trying to hit Graham in midair. That might have been a play which cost them this payload defense right now as the push continues. Revie now net shot, rooted in reversal, will be safe for the time being, but getting shut down completely by nVision on Buck, who should have reset his leap cooldown. Will be looking for the jump in again, and there he goes. Damage onto Bomb King is huge. The stun will pick up nVision though, and he'll be locked in place for a second, but I don't think it matters. Even though Zenith Black have the respawn proximity advantage right now, the kills keep on coming in favor of Ronin, and I don't think they have an answer to it, and I don't think they have any way to stop it.
Yeah, the respawns are starting to trickle here. yayayuup about to go down. A Grumpy Bomb is going to go down before Pump is likely to be taken out. No, he's going to be able to Poppy Bomb himself to safely, but the Tempest is coming out for the defense. Zenith Black don't want to give up this huge lead this early. He's going to be able to pick up nVision. That's huge. That's a big part of their frontline presence now down. Only 10 seconds remaining here. 2 members of Ronin are here. A third now trickling in Shindu, but only 5 seconds remain. All 5 members strong from Zenith Black are ready to hold this defense. A deep, aggressive blink in from Grapple is going to start the overtime here. Shindu and him are now on top of Madman, who is going to go down here. Shindu now in a little bit of trouble here as Papa Pump goes down as well. nVision's now back.
Shindu managed to pick up the triple kill there, keeping this thing in, and nVision is looking to get out of dodge, but he is under too much fire from both Revie and SnakeySnake, and that will be overtime ticking down to closure. But honestly, Shindu 1 versus 3 there, manages to pick up the triple kill, still fighting as the respawns come through. I almost thought they were going to pull off a Bugsy from yesterday and clutch that one completely out. But alas, 2 points to 1, lead Ronin right now as the next objective is getting ready to spawn. The burn cards are coming out. Pretty hard, take us through.
Yep, so we're going to see that Blast Shield and Equestrian come out onto Grapple. 3 slotted is Pump, Equestrian, Haven, and a Cauterize. Now 3 Cauterizes on the side of Zenith Black. A Veteran actually taken for SnakeySnake, interesting enough. Same thing with Graham. Those are 2 typically healing cards we don't see. Normally, we see the ones picked up by Revie and yayayuup, this Kill to Heal, and this Life Rip.
So I find that very interesting. And you know what? The anti-heal on the side of Ronin, really, they've been more focused on sustain so far instead of anti-heal. But now that there is sustain and anti-heal on the side of Zen, if they start to keep on rolling, if they keep on hitting the shots they need to for that life rip to work, it's going to be difficult to contest them. nVision also in a position where they could get poked out significantly, diving into the backside, looks to put the pressure on the kidfunny. Kidfunny getting very low. Madman uses the Tempest, and now Bomb King ultimate looking for as well. Pump goes down the backside, drops damage onto Madman, but he's in Ghost Wall. Pump going to fall to Madman with a double kill there, and now nVision on the backside will fall finally to Revie right there as they get the damage off, but under fire is Cassie. Cassie going to get dropped by Graham here, and now Revie as well getting pressured out. Revie getting pressured by Grapple as Grapple goes in with the blink. There's a reversal, but it doesn't even matter because it's already over, and Ronin take initial point capture advantage, and they're starting to look for the aggressive hold as the respawns come through.
Yeah, strong stuff coming out of Ronin once again here. Graham and Grapple are forward zoning for the team, now getting upwards of 50 points. Sitting on the point is going to be Madman on the Grok, Shindu on the Cassie, and nVision's joining them on for the maximum multiplier here. A big aggressive blink from Grapple into the backline, joined by nVision. SnakeySnake is going to pick off Graham here. nVision actually likely to go down here. I don't believe he got his cooldown reset. Revie and the boys are now pushing in. A nice Blizzard's going to come out. Pump going in very, very deep, very aggressive. Madman with a double kill, picking up SnakeySnake and kidfunny here. Madman now with a triple picking up a Revie. Grapple is going to go down to Pump here, and it's now a 2v2 very heavily in favor of Zenith Black as just their health pools are so much higher. But now of Madman now with the Quadra kill is going to keep himself alive with the Totemic Ward for now, doing so much work on this Grok, but he takes a lot of damage from Bomb King. A huge block from the back, doesn't actually hit. A nice Grumpy Bomb. Going to fall down onto the point here. Going to get a stun onto 2. No, he's going to go down a little bit too soon. The objective is lost. It goes in favor of Ronin once again.
Madman just playing lights out there. I thought he was going to go for the ace, but does get shut down as the respawns come through, and that is ridiculous. That's a Grok getting a double kill, getting a quadra kill. That's obnoxious. Now, we occasionally used to see things like that happening with Tempest, but the tracking required to be able to pick up all of that damage when you don't necessarily have that chain lightning active is just ridiculous right there. Ronin playing so well. All members of their team doing a phenomenal job. Pump now, although looks to return fire on Graham, boxing him out of the air with the sticky bombs, but up from behind comes Madman once again. He's on the offensive. Pump forced the Poppy Bomb away, but not quite a safety right now as the push from Ronin continues.
Yeah, still plenty of time left on this timer, but all 5 members of Zenith Black are here to defend. That's worth noting here. The respawns need to start going here. They need to find the picks, get those spawn trickles that we've seen be so effective in both NA and EU here. The Totemic Ward, though, is going to be really good there. The King Bomb's coming out from Pump. Where's he going with this one? He can't decide. The indecision might be the end of Pump here as he gets absolutely nobody with that King Bomb ultimate. Really unfortunate stuff there as Eevee was able to blink away. I believe that's the target that he was hoping to get here.
Would you like to say that they saw him rolling?
Yeah, they saw him rolling.
Yeah.
But they couldn't catch him riding dirty.
There we go, folks. Picked up the reference. And here we go. Ronin looking to make one last push.
Tempest.
There's actually a minute left on the push. And kidfunny with the Tempest does take out one. kidfunny looking for the stall. Now Grapple being frozen under a lot of damage. kidfunny with the double. kidfunny looking to return the Grok Quadra kill right now. As nVision is the next target to be shut down. But there's the accursed arm. kidfunny with the triple kill. kidfunny's looking for the Quadra kill. Madman under fire now. There's a Grumpy Bomb looking to zone. He's looking for the damage, but Totemic Ward goes down. He's not going to get it right here. But that is still a fantastic Grok play and coordination coming out of Zenith Black for the defense here. And likely to go 4-2 as they're holding very, very aggressively around the payload and looking strong.
Yeah, the Grok hard carries today, man. kidfunny on a 5 streak right now, the longest streak of his team here. SnakeySnake's going to find the kill onto Madman here. They're going to take out his hard carry potential here. Graham finding one onto Revie. Grapple takes out kidfunny in response, though. Graham is floating leisurely down into the base. He does not want to go. Oh, he's going to go for the high ground, chasing down Pump here. He does not want to take the 1v1 despite Pump being so low here. They are going to go ahead and stick together on this payload. Now 10 seconds, looking to push this one over into overtime. SnakeySnake falling so low, but Grapple is going to be taken out. yayayuup now with the double kill, going to roll out of the way. The Tempest for now, but Madman's hot on his trail. Finds one here. kidfunny gets back up onto the high ground here, looking to put the pressure back onto Madman. They're going to take out him, nVision, and Graham. All 3 members of Ronin are now down, looking to trickle back in, but no, it's going to be too little too late. Now up 4-2 is Ronin, as that defense will hold.
So once again, let's take a look at the scoreboard, see the ultimate charges and burn cards coming out of both teams as they proceed into round 3 of this game, much closer than last. And we can see already, now I find this interesting again, Shindu picking up resilience. You talked about this beforehand. Tell me, what does this resilience burn card do again, Nick?
So it's going to get him out of CCs. This is really effective when you look at the enemy team here on Zenith Black. It's going to get him out of Grumpy Bombs. It's going to get him out of the blink blocks we've seen be so on point. He's looking to be locked down, and that is incredibly important when you're running the Incitement 4 build that Shindu is rolling. You need to be able to stay mobile to stay alive.
Absolutely, and folks, it doesn't actually reduce the duration of crowd control by 100% anymore. Back down to 60% if I'm not mistaken. With one of the most recent patches, and as a result, that'll still reduce the stun duration to about a second from Grumpy Bomb. It'd be very effective. nVision diving deep 1 versus 3 into the backside, gets shut down immediately by SnakeySnake. This could be a bit of a disaster for the side of Ronin if they don't look for the aggressive hold, although they do take a return trade right here as Shindu picks up Revie, and that's very important as that Androx has been playing a lot of time on the objective. The kills could come back in Zenith's favor. Now, deep into the backside, SnakeySnake looks to clean up. SnakeySnake with the double kill there, picks up 2, but Graham answers back very strong, picks up the double kill, looking for the triple kill. yayayuup, and the next one to be under fire. Dodge roll will get them to safety, and up in the air is Revie now with a cursed arm available, but ice blocked out, reversaled out, will be safe for the time being. King Bomb ultimate, not going to connect to anybody, frozen out, Pump decimated by Graham. Graham continuing on the tear, looking for the damage onto Revie, nVision roots him into place, and even though he has reversal, will be shut down. Graham on such a streak right now, sitting at 17, 5, and 6, really keeping Ronin in this one as they look for the win.
Yeah, just not finding a lot of ultimates was Zenith Black, or not a lot of value out of their ultimates, as Shindu is going to take out kidfunny. Like, right as I say it, the Tempest gets absolutely 0 value here. nVision now pushing forward, Shindu with a double kill. yayayuup is going to get Graham here, taking him out of the fight. The Heroic Leap is going to be good, though, to get him onto the point. Now up 6-2 is Ronin as they take this 3rd capture.
And they're looking for the conversion here as they can put themselves at match point and indeed set point if they get this conversion, leading 8 points to 2. Although if there is a successful defense from Zen again, it'll be 6-3, and Zen will keep themselves in the running for at least 1 to 2 more rounds. Now a curse down popped onto yayayuup, damage not coming through. Grapple picks up SnakeySnake, nVision onto kidfunny as well. The pressure keeps on coming out onto Zenith Black, and now Madman pushing forward again. Graham picks up yayayuup on the backside after being dropped low by Madman, and Madman pushing right into the base, actually leaving nVision to push this payload along. And I like this. You know what? They're putting Madman out in front of the totemic ward instead of on the payload as he does finally get dropped by SnakeySnake, whilst Shindu, who is low on health as Cassie, falls back to help push the payload and is mainly out of the line of sight and mainly out of combat there, so has the opportunity to heal back up. But Zenith Black with the respawns are coming back in, and you know what? Let's talk about SnakeySnake, Nick, because we've seen SnakeySnake hit some incredible blink blocks so far today and really help keep Zen in the running right now. So let's take a quick look at their slash line. They're sitting at 15, 7, and 8 on a 2 streak right now, and do you think that they are the one that's going to kind of bring Zenith back into this game?
SnakeySnake right now is definitely the one to watch for this team. He's going in deep. He's finding a lot of aggressive, good blink blocks. He's taken 1v1s with Madman, who is also having a good game himself. So he is content to take out these hard carries. A nice late block. Gonna wait out the Ghost Walk, but it's not gonna be good enough here. Madman's gonna pick up yayayuup before going down to Grapple here. kidfunny, kills going either way here now. 3 members alive for Zenith Black, only 1 for Ronin here. Grapple is going to be all by himself, but they still have plenty of time to push this one in here as Pump is going to knock himself back up on here, looking to hold this defense out.
Especially with the objective that was just captured being Sanctuary, right in the middle of the map, being the respawns being closest to the payload and closest to the enemy base, as opposed to one of the side or the peripheral objectives right here. Now we're going to see going in, Madman looking to hold. Pop's totemic ward immediately shattered, and Evie blinks in, looking for the pressure onto him. nVision jumps in on the backside, providing some support. That's a fatal sign scout on everybody from the side, or applying to everybody in the side of Zenith Black right now. And the damage is good, but nVision is the first one to fall. Will they kill the Pump whilst they haven't hit any of those King Bomb ultimates yet? They've been good with their sticky bombs so far, dropping a lot of damage in. Pump gonna mount up, go back to base, heal up for the time being, looking to put some pressure onto Graham around on the backside, but it doesn't matter. yayayuup picks up Shindu, Grapple under a lot of fire, and Zenith Black, with 8 seconds left on the clock on this payload push, look to hold very, very strong here. As Grapple once again poked out, Graham nowhere to be found. That will be all she wrote for that push, and the scoreline now reads 6-3.
Yeah, the defenses for Zenith Black are really holding strong here, but they're going to have to find some capture point wins soon because they are not going to be able to win off these defenses. They are already down 6 points to 3 here. It's going to have to look coming down to SnakeySnake. He's going with the same burn cards here, Veteran, Equestrian, and Haven, looking to be mobile, get in and out of fights, and just be ever present.
Point spawning.
Agreed. nVision, let's talk about them for a little while. As they're coming back into the fight, they've got up Kronos, which will reduce their cooldowns, but their slash line is 3, 11, and 19.
Yeah.
Now, we mentioned that they're not running tight ropes. They don't have that boost of speed after mounting up. Do you think that's going to be a detriment to them? Do you think that's not allowing them to get out of the fights after they might miss the cooldown reset on Heroic Leap, and is leading them potentially having a lot more deaths than expected from a Buck playing Disruptor rather than full out damage?
Yeah,
What are
he's
your
got.
thoughts on that?
I'm sure he's got his reasons for it, but it is not paying a lot of dividends, whatever they might be right now. I'd like to see as he puts out the imprisonment. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is a high-value target in that Grok. He's going to force out the Tempest, but it really, what does that really do? I want to see him start to combo these ults with his team, looking to get a little bit more out of it. We saw Elven Path using them effectively without his teammates, but he had to use them for zone control things, and we're just not seeing either of those come out of nVision today.
Agreed. A bit of interesting play, but the rest of the team able to capitalize off the distraction which he is able to provide, even if he doesn't pick up kills off the backside. Grapple picking up kidfunny there, but SnakeySnake on the backside wipes out Madman, looking for the damage onto the objective as Pump starts raining down sticky bombs onto it. It's SnakeySnake as well with his AoE shots, looks for the damage, but Grapple actually avoiding almost all damage so far, has ticked up that capture rate all the way up to 39 points so far. Graham with the Accursed Arm looks to kill Pump here. Pump able to poppy bomb out of danger right there, and nVision once again 1 versus 2 in the backside is going to get dropped here. Diving in, reinforcements come with Graham up in the air. That's going to be a distraction for him, but 1 versus 4 now. nVision drops again. There is retake potential for the first time this game from Zenith Black if they push in within the next few seconds.
Okay,
and it might come from this. King Bomb as well. Grapple goes
no.
into Ice Block. Pump's going to completely avoid it. Looking for Shindu. Picks up the kill onto Shindu. That's important, but 2 kills went onto Zenith Black. And the other way right now, there's 1 player contesting, and it is Madman. This Grok on the point is looking to hold. Grapple goes in as well. Madman falls to Pump. If Pump can keep up these sticky bomb shots, it's going to help enormously. And kidfunny takes out Grapple. That's going to be the retake coming through there. And now it's the all-important hold from Zenith Black as nVision looks ready to jump in at a moment's notice.
So the retake comes through, but for how long as all members have respawned? They are starting to come back in. SnakeySnake has joined kidfunny. Goes for the blink block here. Does not land it onto anyone here. He's just going to wormhole out, and nVision jumps in, landing the heroic leap onto 2, but quickly taken out by SnakeySnake. A deep totemic ward is going to come down, followed up by the Blizzard. They're trying to keep him from ghost walking, but he's able to find his way out of it and continue that ghost walk, keeping himself alive for now, though. Grammy is going to pick up Revie. SnakeySnake on the backside, picking up Madman before he goes down to Shindu. Shindu now with the double. The objective is going to go to Ronin once again, though.
Agreed. Right there. And we saw a fantastic disengage coming out from Shindu, disengaging the Eevee that blinked into the objective. And although they were able to get back in once again, no ice block available. We once again saw Revie as Androxus having to dive onto the objective to try and hold it for their team, as that team was mostly dead at that point, having been wiped out by Ronin. And now Ronin looking to end this one with a conversion. And Zenith Black have been very, very strong in the defenses so far on Temple Ruins, not letting anything through as a Cursed Dharma is popped up in the air by Graham. And if we see that again, it will make the score go 8-3, but if they don't win objectives from this point out, they cannot continue. You do not win games off payload defenses. You cannot now win games off payload defenses, even if you captured the majority of the objectives. So they need to start winning these point fights, and if they don't, it will be curtains for them as the payload nears the base.
Yep, pushing up forwards now, looking to break the base. nVision going to be looking to get up on the wall here, putting pressure onto this backline. I'd like to see him pressure out pump on this Bomb King a little bit more here. The Totemic Ward is going to be dropped to provide himself safe siege. kidfunny up on the rafters here. Madman being pressured out by 3, though. Pump comes in the backline, does not find anyone once again with that King Bomb. He's going to go down to Madman. SnakeySnake finding the return kill onto nVision. Graham's going to go up in the air, but forced back around the side of the cliffs, out of danger way. Shindu going to be dropping very low, forced to roll out. They're doing it. This hold, we've seen it before. It's looking very, very strong right now as Ronin has stalled out a little bit in front of the base.
Well, you say that, but kidfunny has been dropped by Grapple now. SnakeySnake looking to return kills around the backside, but Graham uses the Cursed Dharma, drops yayayuup, now looking for damage on the pump, picks up the double kill. Graham looking for the triple kill as well, doesn't find it, but Madman cleans up SnakeySnake, opening up the path completely into the base. And here's what could be so important. Grok is coming down, Tempest available, the ultimates are available, trapped in is kidfunny. Here comes Madman with the Tempest. There's the damage coming through. Graham distracting on the top side and distracts the attention for long enough for the payload to run through. That is a conversion, and Ronin take this set in the quarterfinals 2-0 versus Zenith Black.
That is the cataclysm I wanted to see out of nVision there. That is exactly what I was talking about. He needs to use those. He could have even popped that a little bit earlier, I think, before not letting that Groxy get in there and maybe have some sort of retake potential with the Tempest. But nonetheless, and Ronin is going to take this one in convincing fashion. Headed over to the scoreboard to start looking at some of these slash lines here. Graham really showing up in this one for Ronin. 25-8. 83k player damage, well above anyone else on the side of Zenith Black.
And now, as we see, let's take a look at objective time. And all players, with the exception of Graham, who spent time in the air, over 100 on Ronin, that's really impressive
over
right
150.
Now. That meant that they were all sharing the capture time. They weren't just sticking 3 members on and then pushing out, leaving their Grok on the objective to go and zone. They were just all spending time there, and that's really impressive. I think a lot of that might have actually come from the payload push, however, as we did see a lot of defenses come through. You got to remember that objective time stacks up on the payload push as well, whether you're actually pushing it or whether you're trying to defend against it and you're contesting it. But since all players were rotating out, as one went in, got poked low, fell back to the payload to continue pushing and to heal up out of combat, that was such great rotation that we saw coming out of Ronin. And I think that especially in that last push when they finally got their ultimate combinations off that we talked about so much throughout the duration of that game, really helped push them to victory. Either way, they will go ahead and advance as your victors from the quarterfinals, and they'll face off against the winner of Eager versus Voltage Gaming, which I think is Eager right now, as we should have results coming through from everybody. And on the top side of the bracket, we do have Match Point facing off against Ardent Ascendants. The next game up that we will be spectating is Ronin versus the winner of Eager versus Voltage Gaming. And if Eager, as predicted, as we see them go through on the brackets just being updated now, I am really excited to see what they're able to put out from this. So Ronin have moved up from 4th place to 3rd place last week, now looking to get into the grand finals. Nick, if they're going to make it there, and if they're going to face up against Eager, and if they're going to try and beat them down and get into the finals for the first time in the Paladins Summer Circuit, is there anything special that you're looking out for? Any flavor picks you're expecting to come out?
I don't know about flavor picks, but I want to see them get very high value ultimates. I want to see them communicate well and use them well, work well as a team here. I wasn't really overly impressed with a lot of the ultimates I saw used from Ronin this game, but they're just such mechanically superior players. I think they really have what it takes to stand against Eager if they are able to use everything in their kit to the most of its value.
And especially if nVision doesn't dive in 1v5 and get evaporated within the first 10 seconds of an objective. That'll be all from us, folks, for the time being. We'll be going to a brief break whilst we get ready for the next match. But as stated, that will be Eager versus Ronin. Hold on to your seats, hold on to your hats, and let us know in chat who you think is going to win.